do this?
Let's do it. Jump right in, Madeline.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited. Review the book. What are we doing first?
So this is going to be a little bit of an atypical review because I'm reviewing two different books that are written by two different people. Okay. Yeah.
What is this? Why?
Right? This is just gonna be different from our normal jam. So first of all, To Kill a Kingdom, book number 1 by Alexandra Christo. Second book is actually a duology, Daughter of the Siren King and Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller, who also wrote The Shadows Between Us. That was quite good. Would recommend. I think we did a review on it.
Is that the one with like the face like connects like on the books? Like with the
No,
like one book
that's
covers like half
Fable.
her face? Oh, okay.
Oops, I just dropped that. Fable, but you're on the right track. It's kind of the similar setting. Is super cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So she looks cool. And then this author, Adrienne Young, you've read books by her.
Yes.
So
I read
do you read Swim with an Axe?
yeah, I'm trying to think of the name of it. Where did it go? It's
I
like a Viking one.
Yeah. So
Eye in the Deep. That's what I read by her. Okay, there we go.
I thought she was a good writer. There's a second part of this series that came out, and it's called, I'm blanking on the name, but it's another cover that it does this, but it's a man. And
Love it. Be cute.
Saint. It's called Saint. Okay, I'm getting off topic, but these are all in the same kind of feel of books. But the reason I'm reviewing these together is because they're so similar. I feel like if you've read this one, you don't need to read this one, and vice versa.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is kind of on me and my fault, but got To Kill a Kingdom for Christmas from you, and I read this, and it was good. It's about Lira, who she's like basically a princess. Her mom is the Siren Queen, and Lyra gets kind of like banished. She gets set on this journey, and she meets up with Elian. I don't know how to pronounce his name. And he's a prince from like basically a gold kingdom. It's called like Midas. And he's the prince there, but he really likes being more of like a pirate. So he has this ship and this crew, and he's going around and he's trying to kill as many sirens as he can. And so their paths cross. And you can probably guess how the story finishes. It's a one book novel and standalone. And it's good. It's YA, no spice. But I will say it's YA, but there's a lot of killing. And so it's maybe a little bit older YA.
So didn't you just read Guild, which also has King Midas?
Yes, except that one is adult for sure.
That one's raunchy.
That one is like probably from what I read, like 3.5, 4 like spicy spices.
Spicy spices. Okay. Then the other question. Okay. So side note, I love sirens. Like, such an interesting idea. Okay. So got this book. Very interesting. YA killing, no spice, but cute pirate prince and siren girl paths crossed and probably end up together because it's a YA novel.
Hit the nail on the head.
Okay.
Yep, you got it. You completely understand this book.
Okay.
So let me then introduce you to the duology, where it's basically that story. It's a similar story. Like the main character's name is Alessandra, I think. Alosa. So Alosa is she's a princess. Her dad is a pirate king, and he's raised her to be this like fierce warrior. Okay. And so she sets out on this mission and is trying to find this map, like a piece of a map that they've been trying to find for centuries. And her path crosses with this pirate ship. And then
Is there a cute guy on it?
Yes, there is a cute guy. They may or may not be like it's kind of like a forced proximity type of book. And she then starts to question like how she was raised, what her beliefs are, if they are her beliefs or not, and sets out on this journey to the map, but then kind of I think finds herself along the way. And her dad's pretty ruthless. He's pretty mean as a pirate king. And then this one kind of gives a spoiler away. So I'm not going to tell much about the second book, but you can probably guess from the cover a spoiler.
I'm so glad there's sirens again because
Yeah.
that's so exciting. Okay. All right.
So there are sirens in this realm. The whole point of them finding the map is to basically get to the sirens' lair where they keep all the gold. And so the pirate king wants to get there and wants to steal everything. Okay.
Can I make a guess before, and you can bleep it out if
Yeah.
it's a spoiler and I guess it right. Is her mom a siren? Is her mom the siren queen?
Yes.
Okay.
Daughter of the Siren
I
Queen.
know. I just wanted to double check.
Yes. So I'll just put spoilers on this. So are you gonna read this?
Not, no, I just figured it all out. I'm not gonna read it.
So
Pull
Alosa's
the
mom
Courtney.
is you definitely did. Is the Siren Queen. And her dad actually, the Pirate King, actually had her trapped in their palace from the time that Alosa was like born. So she was like hidden in this wall in basically a cage for her entire life. And Alosa goes back and frees her. And then Alosa is half siren, basically like half pirate. So she has some of the abilities that sirens do. And so she uses them to overthrow her father in the end. And it is good. It's also YA. There's like a lot of killing, but no real spice. And you can really predict the story. It's written well, but you can predict it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the issue I ran into, and I've never ran into this issue before, is that I don't read the back of books. I don't know what I'm getting into. I just look at the Goodreads rating. And so I read this, and then I kid you not, 2 books later, I was like, oh, I'll read this one. And it was just like it was just way too similar. You don't need to read them both. That's my opinion. But they are good, like if you just need to read. A little palate cleanser, a little something light, and like you like pirates and sirens and a little bit of magic.
So overall, what did you rate the series or the books?
I would rate B's probably a B.
Okay.
It was good, but I did not fly through these. These probably took me like 2 weeks to read, which is a long time in my world. This was good. I'm glad I read it first. I would probably say a B. Like it was
Which one
good.
was better though? Like if you're like you can only read one, you should only read one of these. Which one would you suggest people read?
Probably this because Alosa is BA. And there were some twists in here that I didn't predict. Like they weren't really imperative to the story. They weren't like huge, but there were some like tricks from the pirates that I didn't feel. And it was a slow burn romance too. So like it was kind of nice and fun to follow that along the way.
Do you like the slow burn romance?
Oh, just get into it.
Just
LSD.
do it.
Yeah, I mean I do like the slow burn, but in this like the slow burn was like leading up to them kissing.
Oh yeah.
So it was
You're like, we're in our 30s now. Like,
32 next week.
yeah. Happy
32
birthday.
and feeling extra cool. I don't think that rhymes, but
Okay.
I'll work on that. So that is the duology and single novella standalone of like the siren realm. I feel completely up to date on sirens and pirates.
Love it.
Love it.